Hello, I'm Azai. Welcome back to Return to Shironagasu Island. So yeah, if you guys have watched the previous update video, you guys will know the reason why there was no episode for this was because I got a caffeine crash and was just overall not really recording anything the last week. So sorry about that. But yeah, this series is not dead. It's not like I dropped it. No need to worry. I forgot whether or not I lowered the volume for this or did I up it up. I guess we'll know once I get to the actual game. Let me load it because this music is actually quite loud in my ears. So on the previous episode here, we actually reached Shironagasu Island. We met up with a couple of people. We met up with that chick. I think her name was Alice. Could be wrong. Let me see. Aurora. There we go. Her name is Aurora. So we met up with Aurora. We met up with this guy, which is I forgot the name. And then this chick. That's like I think she's a nurse or something. And she basically was the one who nursed up Neneko, because she got seasick. This guy was talking really aggressively about whether or not we are the person that is the head of what Higgins, right? The Higgins family. A lot of the names are escaping me because it's been 2 weeks since I last played this, so I do apologize if I mess it up. And then there was also another guy who called after this guy, which of course, I guess his name is Jacob. I don't know. But yeah, there was that guy, and that guy was basically blabbering about Shironagasu quite a lot, and I think that other guy didn't want us to know about it. So he called him up. And then there was another child, and I forgot his name. And he was also with us here. And we went to this like herder place, which is a different like building connected with a bridge and a really creepy opening door that you have to manually turn the crank or whatever, a handle on it. And yeah, Aurora for some reason was really attached to us, and there was a choice whether she could call us Higgins or she could call our real name. Something Ikeda. Ren Ikeda, I think. And yeah, for some reason, after that whole exchange, she instantly went to our place and talked about herself. Well, she didn't talk about herself, but we were the one that inquired about her life and whatever. And I believe she was from a prestigious family before, but everyone died and now she's pretty poor. And she's pretty scared and she kind of lost her memories, but for some reason she sort of has some sort of memory about this place, but I don't know what. But yeah, this is exactly after she talked with us, so let's see where this is gonna go. Aurora seemed reluctant to leave my room. She's a sweet girl and that worries me. I don't want her to get into any trouble. After all, I need to be extremely careful when I investigate this island. Guess I'm still a little bit seasick from the swing of the ship. Someone from the mansion will probably call me when it's time for lunch. I'll just sleep a little bit until then. Whose voice is that? I suddenly sprang to my feet. Did I just hear a voice? Did it come from the hallway? It sounded like muffled moans. I can't see anything out of the ordinary in the hallway. Am I just imagining things? No, I'm pretty sure I heard moaning. That's strange. I should be on my guard. No harm in being extra careful. I should investigate my room. In the copper? Sorry, what in the suitcase? Copper is the name of this thing in Indonesia. Just as Vincent said, my luggage was brought here already. I have some useful tools inside. I'll probably need them later. There's a painting on the wall. It's a work by Arnold Boecklin. It is titled Isle of the Dead. If I recall correctly, it depicts corpses being brought to an island. Because of this painting's stillness, prints of it became extremely popular in Germany around the Second World War. Isle of the Dead. I really hope it doesn't have anything to do with this island. They'll probably call me at lunchtime. The phone hasn't rung yet. I see a Louis Associé guidebook and a notepad. I think Louis Associé is the name of this place? I might be mistaken. The book has a map of the room showing an evacuation route. So the only way in and out of here is across that bridge. I really don't want to imagine what might happen here in a case of a fire. Looks like this is the door to the bathroom. Oh, what the hell? This is the bathroom? I actually thought this is the way out. I guess the way out is actually behind us. Nice and spacious. There's nothing unusual inside. Really? Mirror on the wall. Looks like it isn't bugged. I do see some 5 o'clock stubble. I haven't had any time to shave today. The weather outside is still awful. The window is soundproof, so sounds coming from outside are almost inaudible. The windows have handles on both sides, so they could be opened from the outside. It would be challenging for anyone to climb up this cliff, though. So this particular area is on a cliff. A nice sofa. It's probably a Le Corbusier sofa? I have no idea what that reference is. It's probably some sort of big brand in Japan or America. I wouldn't mind having one in my office as well. What else do we need to check? An ordinary desk lamp. It looks like the intensity of the light can be changed. There's nothing unusual about this painting. It's not the original, but I can see that a lot of work has gone into making this replica. I wouldn't mind owning a copy as well. A very comfortable sofa. The bed is well made. I want to rest, but I shouldn't right now, because I do feel a little bit woozy. No need to open it now. It's true that I could do with some more sleep, but nothing unusual. Alright, I should probably take a closer look inside later. The notepad is blank. What else haven't I checked? Should I call not Niniko later? Okay, I guess that's the end of it. I really have no idea what else I should be clicking here. I should look outside as well. Is it really outside? I thought the freaking windows would make it inaudible. Whoa! That was a close call. I almost got pulled outside. A strong gust of wind blasted the window wide open. There's a steep drop underneath. I'd be dead if I fell down that cliff. Why would Sir Raymond build these rooms in such a dangerous place? I don't get it. Huh? Hang on. There's that sound again. Is my mind playing tricks on me? I look up and I see Neneko. It looks like her room is just above mine. But what is she doing there? Hey, Neneko! What are you doing? It's dangerous! Huh? I can't hear what she's saying because of the strong wind and the sound of the waves. I don't know what you think you're doing, but stop doing it. That's dangerous. Alright, see you at lunch. Oh, I guess that's helped me. Hey, watch it! Your spit is flying in the wind! Jeez. Thank God for the wind. That spit would have hit me straight in the face. What's up, Niniko? I can't hear a single word you're saying! Speak slowly, okay? Niniko moves her mouth slowly. Huh? I can't hold on anymore. Help me. Huh? Oh. I think I know what you're trying to say. You're about to fall down and are holding on with just one arm? You see, that's pretty dangerous. I wonder if she might die if I just left her there. Ikeda is so stupid, dude. I mean, I guess it's not stupid. It's more like... He's so nonchalant about this. He most certainly is a desperate situation. Huh? Wait, what? You've got to be kidding me. Neneko, try to hang on for 30 seconds longer, okay? Why not just, like, have your arms outstretched and then let her fall or something? I guess that might actually make both of us fall. Oh, for Pete's sake. What an idiot. I should always have to end up in crazy situations like that.
あ、ヒギンズさん。ああ、ちょうどよかった。少し伺いたいことが。
Oh, this guy's Alex. Sorry, no time to talk. Ask me later. I wish this game gives you a notebook just like Kari no Shoujo. That game actually has a notebook because we're a private eye. But in this game, we're also a private eye. I guess this game is just not as, you know, into the mystery. The furthest room on the second floor. The one on the right? Hold on a little longer, Neneko.
Oh, Mr. Higgins. どうだ？一緒にうまいスコッチでも。
No, thanks.
あら、ヒギンズさん。ちょっとよろしいかしら。
Now it's not a good time. Get out of my way, idiot.
バカ?
I zigzag past everyone in my way and reach the door of Neneko's room. Alright, it isn't locked. Damn it! You idiot! What do you think you're doing? Alright, I got you. Doesn't seem like she was gonna fall. What was that? I don't have a clue what you're trying to say. Take a deep breath and speak slowly.
危ない時は僕を助けるとか言っておいて。全然助けに来ないじゃないか。
God, I don't like this chick either.
あんなに死にかけてたのに。
Yeah, sorry about that. How could I have foreseen that you might die in such a stupid way?
アホとはなんだアホとは。このアホ。
I'll admit, I could have been aware of your particular situation just a little bit sooner, but you have to be more careful, Neneko. I guess you've learned your lesson and will stay away from the windows. Only a total moron would try to open them.
当たり前だ。頼まれても誰が近づくものか。
I guess this is gonna be relevant in a case later down the line that she won't ever open them anymore. The phone's ringing. Higgins speaking.
ああ、ヒギンズ様。出雲崎様のお部屋にいらっしゃったのですね。ご昼食のご用意ができましたので、橋を渡った本館通路口までお越しいただきますようお願いします。レイモンド教からの重要なメッセージもお伝えすることになっていますので、必ずご参加いただきますようお願いします。
Please be sure to join us. Very well. We're on our way. Alright then, looks like lunch is ready. Let's go. Hey, what's wrong?
腰が抜けた。おんぶして。
Yeah, right. I'll see you at lunch.
待て。いや、待って。待ってください。
I think our name is Ikeda Sen, right? Sen Ikeda. This is the first time I try to open one of these doors. It's much harder than I expected it would be. Can we just leave these doors open?
ちょっと待って。
Neneko slides underneath the descending door. You're so loud, Neneko. Do I really need to lower this for you guys? Hey, that's dangerous! I grabbed the wheel to stop the door from dropping any lower. The door was just starting to move downwards, so I could still stop it, but I might not have been able to do so a second later.
本当に置いていくバカがいるか。
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make this sound lower for you guys. This is too loud, I think. There's no sound config. Voice volume high. I guess I could put it like over here. And then probably bump it back on OBS again.
挟まれて死んだとしても池田のせいだ。
Okay, this sounds better. It's some really messed up logic, Niniko. I'm at a loss for words. We just go to the lounge together. The rain has made the bridge even wetter than before, Typo. Cobblestones are rough, so it's not too slippery. The splashing rain does soak my trousers.
寒い。もう少し早く開けれないのか。
I'm going as fast as I can. Maybe you're freezing, but I'm working up quite a sweat here. I'm working up quite a sweat. Yeah, typo. Like they should have rearranged the order there. Speaking of which, that butler Vincent turned the wheel with ease. Either he's used to opening them or he's much stronger than he looks.
お待ちしておりました、ヒギンズ様。ご案内いたします。会場はこちらです。
Yeah, her voice is quite familiar. I don't want to really take a look at who voices her though. Might spoil the characters. Hey Abby, could you do something about the doors at the bridge? They're ridiculously hard to open. Can't you just leave them open?
扉ですか？おかしいですね。皆様がお越しになることになっていましたから、扉はロックをかけて開いたままにしておいたはずなのですが、大変失礼いたしました。扉を開けてロックをかけておきます。また扉が閉まっていた時は、私が扉をお開けしますので、お気軽にお呼びください。
Thank you. But I should not ask you to do such hard work.
どうぞお気遣いなさらずに。私はこれがお仕事ですので。
Abby gives me a faint smile. No, she didn't. How wonderful. Just how a maid should be. Hey, did you hear that, Niniko? You should become her apprentice.
いきなり僕に振らないでくれ。
So this is the dining hall. Thomas is over there. Looks like nobody else has arrived yet. Yeah, Thomas, I guess, was the one that I kinda compared to George from
ヒ
Umineko.
ギンズ様はこちらのお席に、出雲崎様はこちらのお席となります。
Oh boy, it seems that the seating order has already been decided. Nineko has difficulties eating in front of people. The seat in front of me is empty, so I could swap seats with her, or I could just let her struggle. Nineko reluctantly takes her seat. Thomas is the only other guest who has already arrived. It's a good opportunity to get some information out of him. And even if I can't, it would kill time. My apologies, Thomas. I must appear a bit like a fish out of water. I was suddenly asked to become a representative, so I'm not quite used yet to this place. I'm not used to this place quite yet. I think that's a better one. Jeez. The guy that's translating this is not native too? Like, I get it, but damn. That is some bad grammar.
どうもヒギンズさん。僕も同じようなものですよ。いつまで経ってもここの雰囲気には慣れないです。
I see. So you've been here before.
まあそれなりには。
He appears to be on his guard. I should make him feel at ease with small talk before trying to extract information from him. I've heard that Sir Raymond is a rather strange person. The entire building appears to have a peculiar atmosphere. I was especially surprised by that eerie painting here in the dining hall. Would you happen to know anything about it, Thomas? This one?
だから前に僕が言っただろ。あれは角ザメ目、鎧ザメか、学名アイシスティクスブラジリエンシスのダルマザメ。
I guess this is the same one that we saw before? Did we already see this? Were we in the dining room? I thought we were in the boat before. I guess we must have been here. I don't know. Nineko is jabbering even though I didn't ask her. Yes, I know that, dummy. I'm only making some small talk so that I can extract information from Thomas. Just bite your tongue already.
僕も初めは驚きましたが、あれは何かのサメの絵だと聞きましたよ。詳しくは知らないですが、レイモンド卿はあのサメを好んでいるって話です。
He sure has an unusual taste. That painting is creepy. One could even call it demonic. Speaking of which, I heard someone mention a legendary creature here called the Demon of Shironagasu Island. Do you think that his so-called demon could actually be that shark?
白長島の悪魔ですか？いや、知らないですね。聞いたこともないです。
And where the hell did we even talk about the Demon of Shironagasu Island? Is he just bullshitting? Huh? Thomas is clearly flustered. His face just turned red. He appears to be hiding something. However, I was not expecting that he would become this flustered. Is there something about this Demon of Shironagasu Island that I don't know about yet?
ヒギンズさんはどこにお住まいなんですか？
Huh. That's a totally unrelated question. Thomas is clearly trying to change the subject. Me, in Brooklyn, New York. I live in a nice villa with a gorgeous night view of the Manhattan skyline. Neneko gives me a smug look. Yeah, I lied, but not completely. I can see a part of the Manhattan from my office, though. Just an innocent white lie.
羨ましいですね。僕はニューヨークに行くのは学会でくらいですが、あそこはいい街だ。
Medical conferences. Does that mean that...
どうも、ヒギンズさん、ハリントンさん、ネネコさん。まだ少し早かったみたいね。
This is from a pharmaceutical company or something. Hey, Akira. Isn't Giselle with you? Akira gives me a sour look.
私も子供じゃないのですから、常に一緒というわけではありませんわ。ミスター・ヒギンズ。
For some reason, she sounds rather hostile. I wonder why. Did I somehow annoy her without realizing it? I called her a stupid. I guess that was enough. I can't remember. After a moment of awkward silence, Giselle appears.
すいません、お嬢様。遅れました。
大丈夫よ、ジゼル。探し物は見つかった？
ええ。カバンの中にありました。
So far, the weird thing was that the fact that the door was supposed to be open and yet it was closed. The door to the bridge, I mean. A short while later, I notice Alex and Aurora sitting on their seats in the back. Alex looks like he's trying to avoid the others.
いや、皆さんお揃いで。
あら？もしかして私たちが最後？
With Jacob and Real joining the group, all of the guests have gathered. Still, there's no sign of Sir Raymond. Hang on, there's something strange about this scene. I wonder what it is. What are you talking about? The way we're arranged? Maybe? I don't know. Never mind. Looks like Jacob is already holding a wine glass. That guy's a real alcoholic.
皆様お揃いのようですね。それではお食事をご用意いたします。
Oh yeah, this is Kirei.
主人、ダン・レイモンドも間もなくこの会場に到着する予定です。
As the food is being prepared, I can't help but notice that Thomas is looking at his watch anxiously.
すいません。ちょっと失礼。
Weird. I wonder where he's going.
どこって、便所に決まってるだろ。そわそわしてたし。
Neneko's ability to remember things is impressive. However, observing people is not her strong suit. She can't even look at them in their eyes, so she misses any nuances. To pay more careful attention, Thomas kept looking at his watch, so he has something going on at a certain time. There's not much to do on this island, though. I wonder what he's up to.
知るか。どうせ誰かと会うんだろ。
Meeting someone. But everyone from our group is right here. The only person missing is Sir Raymond. But I can't imagine that Thomas and Sir Raymond would be secretly meeting at this time. The food is being served, but Thomas still hasn't returned. This is the food that you're talking about? What is that? 100 grams, 50 grams of steak? And what the fuck is this? That's not even French fries. The fuck is this? Rich people food is such a scam. Nanako doesn't seem to mind as nobody's sitting in front of her, and she doesn't appear to be very fond of Thomas.
ねえねねこさん、あなたとても髪が長いのね。どこで髪をお切りになっているの？あの
Why is she trying to, like, be friends with Neneko? Akira is talking to Neneko in a slightly unpleasant way. Neneko appears to be panicking hysterically and is shaking all over.
何よ、そこまで怯えなくてもいいじゃない。
You'll have to forgive her. She's not much of a people person.
あら、それは失礼。早くなれるといいですわね。人間に。早く人間になれたいって感じで。
Akira appears to be quite arrogant as she speaks. Is she drinking wine? I wonder if she's drunk.
ヒギンズさん、ご存知？イギリスでは16歳でも保護者同伴ならお酒を飲むことができるんですのよ。
Yeah, I don't care.
ワインくらいは淑女のたしなみの一つですわ。
Yeah, whatever, dude. I'm not sure if Akira noticed my glance, but she immediately begins to talk about the drinking age of wine. We're in Alaska in the United States, though. Last time I heard, Alaska was in part of the United Kingdom. And just sell is your guardian? Everything in moderation, I guess.
僕もこれ飲んでいい？
Nanako stares at the wine glass in front of her. Mine tastes like garbage. Then again, maybe I just haven't found great wine. Not on my watch. Be a good girl and drink your grape juice instead.
ケチ。
It's been a while since lunch started, but Thomas hasn't returned. No sign of Sir Raymond either. Suddenly, Vincent appears, carrying a large phonograph. What's a phonograph?
皆様どうかそのままで。
Oh, that thing is a phonograph?
本来主人ダン・レイモンドが直接皆様方にお話をする予定になっていましたが、急遽それが変更となりました。
Nah, this was planned for sure. This was, planned ahead of time.
ただいまよりこのレコードから主人のメッセージをお伝えいたします。
And I guess Thomas must have also known about this. Recorded? I wonder why Sir Raymond doesn't come himself.
レイモンド教の気まぐれはいつものことだ。別段変わったことじゃない。だが我々をこの島まで呼んだくらいだ。よほどに重要なメッセージがあるってことだろう。
Am I already in chapter 3, by the way? No, still chapter 2. Alright, so chapter 2 is much longer than chapter 1.
ハリントン様のお姿がないようですが、致し方ありません。時間通りに行えとのことづけですので、このままレコードを再生いたします。
皆様、わざわざこの白長すといただき、恐縮。
Nice recording there. I wonder if the sound coming from the phonograph was distorted when it was recorded, or if the phonograph is defective.
重大な懸念がいたしました。島の秘密、絶対の約束、何者かが流したのです。これは許されることではありません。しかも何者かは私を押し付けたのです。情報の正確性、犯人だと招待状を。
Did?
おいおい、ふざけてるのか？全然聞き取れないぞ。
As soon as Jacob blurts that out,
で、この中に裏切り者がいる。
was this game after Among Us or something? Maybe not. Suddenly, the voice is clear as day, very different from the distorted recording that played before. The eerie tone of the voice appears to put everyone on edge. The phonograph plays an incoherent strings of sounds and then stops playing.
これで主人のメッセージは終わりなようです。
Although he's trying hard not to show it, I can see that even Vincent was taken aback by the recorded message.
いくらなんでも冗談が過ぎるぞ、レーモンド教。この中に裏切り者だと？バカな。そんなことをしても何の意味もない。
I mean, it might be Aya's dad. Yeah, the name of our client is Aya Higgins, right? Or is it Ada? Ada. Jacob mutters, his frustration clearly visible.
メッセージは終わったようですわね。それでは私は失礼いたしますわ。ごきげんよう。行きましょう、ジゼル。
Akira leaves with a perplexed look on her face. Giselle scurrying after her.
じゃあ僕たちも行こう。
Nanako appears to be deflated by the atmosphere of this place and is tugging at my sleeve. I might be able to find out some more things if I stay here, though. What should I do? Is this the first choice where things actually matter? Let's see. I'm trying to think. If I stay, that's for sure we're probably gonna learn about something. The fact that if we leave here might seem suspicious, to be honest. But then again, if we, like, stay here, that might also raise the suspicions of the people. I'll leave. Yeah, let's make a quiet exit.
なんなのこの嫌な雰囲気。裏切り者がどうとか言ってたけど。
Yes, it definitely felt nasty. Looks like the invitation was some kind of bait for drawing the traitor out. But I don't know. Even if there is a traitor, I don't think that he or she would be stupid enough to come to this island.
島に来なかったら怪しいってわかるから、それで全員呼んだんじゃないの。
That's true, but the traitor could have used a representative. Yeah, just like you. Just like ours, Ikeda. But with the exception of Thomas and Jacob, aren't all of the other guests representative? And what kind of betrayal took place anyway?
ヒギンズさんが裏切り者だったんじゃないの。
Possible.
自責の念に駆られて自殺したとか。
Shh. You don't mince your words, do you? I'll admit it lies within the realm of possibilities, but if that's the case, we'll just have to throw in the towel. However, I don't think it's possible to find out who the traitor is by asking representatives who don't know anything about this island. Did Sir Raymond have his suspicions about who the traitor might be? I have no idea. I need to clear my mind.
とりあえず部屋に戻らない。なんか怖いし。
You're right. We should go back before continuing this conversation. I think considering the length of just how long these chapters might be, I think an hour episode might not be so bad, yeah. Huh. Hang on, don't tell me that the door is shut again. Didn't Abby tell us that she would leave it open?
先に行ったアキラが閉めちゃったんじゃないの。あの女、性格悪いから。
You know, what the hell is this thing? It kind of seems like a hidden compartment that you can just go underground to a basement. Just realized that there's something protruding there. Jeez, looks like I'm gonna have to turn the wheel again. Huh? What's going on over there?
何やってるんだあの二人。
I guess we wouldn't have seen this scene if we just stayed in the dining hall. There's something strange going on.
大丈夫ですか、お嬢様。
You got poisoned? Hey, what's the matter? Something happened? Akira is pale as a sheet and her eyes can't seem to focus.
実はこの先の通路で人が倒れていて。
Oh, that's it?
あれはもう人じゃないわ。人じゃないのよ。
Okay, someone's dead. Akira is muttering to herself. Something strange is going on. The corridor ahead of us. So the corridor behind this door.
扉を開けるのなら覚悟なさい。えぐいわよ。
Thanks for the advice. I'll keep that in mind. I'll leave Akira and reach for the wheel. There's something strange about all of this. I should be on my guard. Neneko, if you're scared, stay back. I don't know what we might encounter behind this door.
怖い。決心が揺らぐので、開けるなら早く開けてくれ。
You're very brave. Alright, let's do this. I'm opening the door. Is it someone we know? Is it Thomas? As soon as I open the door, a terrible stench enters my nostrils. The corridor is filled with smoke, stinging my eyes. The smoke that obscures the corridor dissipates, revealing a gruesome sight. I need to see how he dies. Doesn't look like Thomas. Ugh. Why is his arm bent that way? Kinda look like a dog. Is this Thomas? Maybe. That man has been burnt all over. He isn't breathing anymore. His face has been severely burned, but judging from his outfit and heavy physique, this could be Thomas. And the fact that we can't even know this is Thomas or not really bothers me. The cause of death was either suffocation or burning. This was undoubtedly caused by a fire. However, something is very strange. How can such an intense fire rage in the stone corridor? Maybe it was a trap. This place is actually booby-trapped. That means the most likely perpetrator might actually be the master of this place, right? So Raymond.
冗談じゃない。ものには限度が。
Nanako throws up with tears in her eyes. Her words sound as harsh as usual, but I think she's really reached her limit this time. And her pale cheeks tell me that she might faint at any moment.
僕もう限界だから。一応見たんで役目終わり。そこで気絶してるんでよろしく。
Nanako mutters something with a whimpering voice, wanders off, and lies down in a corner of the stone bridge. Hey, you alright? I can hear loud noises coming from where Nanako is lying.
おい、これは一体何だ？何が起こっている？その通路にあるものが何なんだ？
ひどい匂い。
Oh boy. This is awkward. There may still be important evidence here. I don't want anyone disturbing the murder scene. Send back, everyone. This murder scene must not be disturbed until my investigation has been completed.
オジだと？ミスター・ヒギンズ、一体貴様に何の権限があるんだ？そこどけ。そこにある死体は何だ？
Looks like I won't be able to play this part any longer. Everyone, please listen carefully. My real name is Sen Ikeda. Yes, Sen. I'm a detective from New York, and I have come to this island for an investigation. As you will know, I have the legal authority to investigate and make arrests. You're to follow my instructions until the police arrive on this island.
探偵？池田？千だと？
Am I still in chapter 2? Really? the cover isn't even for like 2 chapters.
貴様、身分を偽っていたのか？
ニューヨークの探偵池田千。聞いたことがあります。何でもマフィアともつながりがある男で、非合法な手段も厭わない札付きの悪党だって。
Oh, this guy's lying. This guy's actually giving us credit for some reason. Interesting.
そうだ、確かに一度新聞で見た顔ですよ。間違いない。
Yeah, this guy's lying 100%. Is Aurora your sister or something? It always bothers me the fact that she's always she's your age and she also seems to be very close to you, even though it's never specified like what their relationship is.
やっぱり悪党だったのね。
In any case, I've disclosed my identity. It doesn't matter if I'm good or bad. I'm still a licensed detective. You're obliged to obey my orders in this island.
誰がお前の指図なんて。
Alex, you'd better quit that hostile attitude right now if you know what's good for you. Would you look after Neneko? He didn't even say that. Alex glares at me, daggers coming out of his eyes. Still, he rushes to Neneko and helps her sit up. Real, could you come here? I'm sorry to drag you into this, but I need your expertise.
私の専門は内科医なんだけどね。でもそんなこと言ってる場合じゃなさそうね。わかったわ、池田さん。
Real, are you ready?
一応言っておくけど、 私ができるのは医学的な助言をあなたに少しだけ与えることよ。他のことは期待しないでね。
I don't really think I'm expecting much from you. That's all I need. Alright, let's get this show on the road. First of all, why is he doing this pose? His burn on his arm appears to be particularly severe.
広範囲に3度の熱傷。医者によっては4度熱傷と表現するほどの状態ね。
I have no idea what, fourth degree, third degree burn means.
皮膚の一部が完全に炭化しているようだわ。
I guess depending on which part of the, layer of your skin is burnt, maybe? His arms are bent in a strange way.
筋肉中のタンパク質が熱で変性してこういう形になるのよ。生のお肉焼いたら縮むでしょ？あれと同じよ。
No, I don't think that's... No, I don't believe that. I don't think so. That does that because the meat is actually very thin. This is like a human hand. It's good to know. I really like steak a lot more now. I need to keep my head on straight. The burns on his legs are particularly bad. All skin color is
ほ
gone.
とんど炭化している状態ね。単なる着衣着火ではここまでの状況にはならないと思うわ。
It's as if he committed suicide by burning himself to death. The fact that the degrees of burns vary by body part also bothers me. It might be like some sort of flamethrower, like a pit, or something that happened in this place. That's like the first thing that came to mind when I see something like this as a body. His clothes are also burned quite badly. I'd say this isn't bad, considering what happened to the rest of him.
燃えやすい素材だったのかしら。ずいぶん激しく燃えたみたいね。
No, terribly burnt would have meant that he was gonna be naked. Even if so, they shouldn't have caught fire like that. A flammable liquid must have been poured on them.
でもガソリンみたいな匂いはしないようだけど。
Burns on his face appears to be especially severe.
広範囲にわたる2度から3度の熱傷といったところね。だけど口内にはすすの付着も少ないし、むくみも見られない。気道熱傷はほとんどないみたい。
What's edema again? I'm gonna have to Google this. Edema. Swelling caused by excess fluid trapped in your body's tissues. Okay. That's edema. Do you mean he lost consciousness before the fire reached his throat?
酸欠による失神というより、ショック状態に陥ったという方が適切かもね。ともかく、高温の空気で気道が焼けてないことだけは確かよ。
What the heck is airways? I guess it's trachea? I see. It makes me want to turn my face
せめて
away.
苦しまずに意識を失ったと信じたいわね。
Well, I don't care whether he suffered or not. Truth be told. Then why did his clothes burn like that? There's a card there, right? Huh? Thomas's wallet. That's a wallet? It's like a card. There's something in it. I have something to tell you. Return to your room 5 minutes after everyone has gathered for lunch. We'll talk about this there. So Raymond. Although some parts have been burned, I can still make it out. It's a simple message. Looks like someone wanted to kill Thomas. They lured him here with this note. For all we know, this might not be Sir Raymond, but someone that's mimicking him. But I guess Sir Raymond is pretty suspicious, to be honest. Sir Raymond may have been the killer, or someone else. Oh. Sorry, my monitor has been flickering lately. It's probably because my display cable isn't on tightly or something. The top of his trousers are relatively unburned, but I can't find any evidence in his pockets. I was trying to take a look at the belt. Doesn't seem like the belt was burnt at all. His vase is broken. Did it fall when he caught fire?
ああ、あの花瓶ね。そういえば、綺麗な花が生けてあったわね。
That's it. They've been burned to a crisp. There's almost nothing left off
でも、
of them.
これほどの勢いの火が どこにあったのかしら。
It's certainly strange. The vase is also covered with soot. Thomas. Could look elsewhere. Where else do I need to check? I guess so. There's also something else here. Oh, what the fuck? This is the first thing that I saw, the card. Quarantine level 3. Thomas Harrington. Security card. I think we also got a security card too, but it was level 2, I think. It's the same kind of card as the one Roy Higgins had. Unfortunately, it appears that the fire badly damaged the IC chip. No, it didn't. Look at this. It's still fully intact. It's probably not usable anymore. Bullshit. At least, like, burn everything so that it looks like it. Quarantine level. I have a bad feeling about this. Does this mean there's such a place on this island? What could be hidden there? Quarantine zone. I think I've been able to make sense of the situation. Let's put all of these facts together. First, the cause of death. How did he die? Asphyxiation or shock from the burns?
まあそんなところね。
The burns are particularly severe on the arms and legs, but relatively minor on his face and the rest of his body.
基本的には全身大やけどだけど、まあ比較的にはね。
So he was burned from the bottom up. There are no fire traces in his skirter, and there's nothing here that can cause burns.
それが本当に謎よね。こんなに火の気のない石造りの通路のどこでこんなやけどを負ったのかしら。
Did he really get burnt here? Or was he moved here afterwards?
さすがにその線はないと思うわ。このやけどの状況と気道熱傷のなさから見て、動けたとしても数メートル程度だと思う。
So he was dead in this spot, or a couple of inches from this spot. I see, and because he's extremely heavy, it is also unlikely that he was carried here. The mystery deepens. How could Thomas have suffered such burns here? It's almost as if someone used a flamethrower on him.
確かに妙だけど。
Burned to death somewhere without fire. At any rate, considering everything, this is unlikely to have been an accident. There's no fire in this area, and a lightning strike could not have caused this.
これは雷なんかとは違うわ。間違いなくかなり強い火に巻かれた感じよ。
We also have to consider that this was a suicide. We don't know the reason why he killed himself, but it could be a suicide. He could have committed suicide by dousing himself with gasoline. No! Come on! Even pay attention to whatever the fuck she said. There's no smell of gasoline in his body. But what about the letter? Someone lured Thomas here. It's so weird that the letter didn't just burn. Like, a part of it burned, but if it was like letter, if it was paper, it would have instantly burned away. So with that in mind, we can narrow this down to one explanation. This is a murder.
殺人？でもそんなまさか。一体誰が何のために？
Who did this? Why and how? Those are the questions. And I'll have to find the answers. If the killer is not found, then... In any case, this has become a very dangerous situation. We all should be careful. Whoever killed Thomas is definitely still in this island. What the? I immediately look around, startling Real, who's standing next to me. Where's that voice coming from? This guy can't still be alive. What? Thomas is still alive. He's breathing again. How?
まさかこの状態で生きているの？
Is it about the quarantine level thing? Are we like doing research on zombies?
さっきまで呼吸もなかったはずなのに。
Real's face turns pale and she backs away. I turn my eyes towards Real. Even if a miracle happened, Thomas can't survive in this condition. I look at Real trying to get an answer. Real, with an expression of fear on her face, replies to me by shaking her head. I approach Thomas. Hey, Thomas, don't worry, the burns are not as bad as you think. But you should rest, we'll get to the bottom of this. Thomas mutters with a voice that sounds like someone's last breath.
リードマン、
Fuck are you talking about? What the heck is encouragement? Right, Dementa? His stammering sounds delirious. I hold my ear next to his mouth, but that is all I can hear. All that remains is a faint breathing sound. He eventually stops breathing. A few moments later, Real checks Thomas's pupillary reflexes. She tries to check his breathing and pulse, but eventually she meets my
な
gaze.
くなったわ。今度は間違いないと思う。ごめんなさい。ちゃんとチェックすべきだった。状況で先入観を持ってしまった。生きているはずがないっていう。
I mean, people would have normally thought that. But I guess, yeah, considering you were a doctor, that was very sketchy. You did a good job, Real. Everyone would have assumed the same in the situation. Thomas was no longer breathing when I arrived, and I also thought that he was already dead. Don't let it get to you.
そう言ってもらえると少しは気が楽になるけど。でも、やっぱりダメだわ。医者失格よ。
Bro. After a short moment of silence, the other side of the door becomes noisy.
これは何事ですか、皆様。お怪我はございませんか。
Vincent and Abby show up. They sure took their sweet time. I explained the situation to Vincent, and that's what happened. Since this has happened, I would like you to let me use the communication device to make contact with the mainland. With the mainland.
承知いたしました。屋敷に長距離無線がございます。ご案内いたします。この左手一番奥の部屋が通信室となっています。ここからならウナラスカ経由でアラスカまで通信を行うことが可能です。
Okay, my monitor was blinking again. I really need to fix the cable after this session.
Oh.
Looks like someone was already a step ahead of us. The equipment has been destroyed beyond repair. It might still be Vincent too. This might still be orchestrated by whoever is in control of this place. It's very easy if you... Like, basically, the ones that would know this are probably the people that have already been here. So Jacob and Thomas was a big candidate there. But other than those guys, of course, the servants here, right? But this is strange. How are they able to destroy it without anyone noticing it? I have a bad feeling about this. Vincent, is there any other communication equipment?
残念ながらございません。このルイ・アソシエにある通信設備はここ一箇所になります。客船が戻れば通信を行うことも可能なのですが。
How many days will that be? Which means I cannot make any contact until then. I need to find out who destroyed this transmitter. Vincent, when was the last time you saw it in working order? Have you heard any suspicious sounds in here?
通信機器を確認したのは皆様方がこの島に到着した直後です。港を去る船に対してここから通信を行いました。
So only a couple of hours.
それ以後、私の記憶ではこの近くで不審な物音を聞いた記憶はございません。
After we arrived, this means that anyone could have destroyed it if they didn't care about the risk of being found.
失礼します。裏口の窓が割れているのを見つけました。この通信機を壊したのと同じ不審者の仕業でしょうか。
Might be a red herring. The glass in the back door. Abby, could you take me there, please?
かしこまりました。こちらです。
As Abby said, the glass in the door has been broken. Did someone smash the glass to open the door? It's a bit strange, though. Would anyone be foolish enough to trespass on this isolated island? Even if anyone would trespass, what does this mean? Abby, are there any places on this island where someone could be hiding?
港の近くに管理小屋がございます。それ以外の場所ですと、風雨をしのげる場所はないかと思います。
If there is a trespasser, what could their intentions be? I really don't know. In any case, I'd like to meet Sir Raymond and discuss this with him. Would that be possible?
旦那様にですか？それは。
私がお部屋までご案内いたしましょう。ただし、お部屋にいらっしゃるかどうかは分かりかねますが。
It's fine. Please show it away.
それではこちらです。
You might be all
こ
already
ちらの
dead.
右手中頃に上階へとつながるエレベーターがございます。
How big is this place? From outside, it doesn't seem to be very high. And yet you got the gall to actually have elevators in this place? I don't understand rich people,
主
dude.
人ダン・レイモンドのプライベートスペースは4階にございます。
And there's only like 4 floors. I'd need to have freaking elevators. So chapter 2. Considering what has happened, why hasn't Sir Raymond shown himself yet?
何分気まぐれな方ですので、今回のように姿を消されることも珍しくございません。
Even if he does disappear, this is a solitary island in the middle of the ocean. So he has to be somewhere in this mansion. I would really like to meet him. So this is the fourth floor. Is it only like this one room? There's a plain door across from the elevator. Vincent approaches it and knocks.
旦那様、お客様をご案内いたしました。お話になりたいことがあるそうです。
There's clearly a card key sort of thing there on the right. So Raymond, my name is Senikita. I came to this island on behalf of Roy Higgins. Earlier today, a person died in the corridor of the guest building. Considering the circumstances, I believe that he was murdered. I'd like to discuss this with you. However, there's no response. I listen at the door, trying to detect signs of life. However, either Sir Raymond is holding his breath, or he's simply not there. The door looks simple at first glance, but on closer inspection, I noticed that it has been made of steel. It has been? It's made of steel. There's a keycard reader beside the old-fashioned door, which seems out of place. What the fuck does it has been made of steel mean? Is it like it was made out of steel and then it got turned into wood? But that doesn't even make sense. Is part of it steel and then it turned into wood on the outside? This room appears to be well protected. So Raymond doesn't appear to be here, but I can't just search his living quarters. Vincent, could you please let me know the moment you see Sir Raymond or hear from him?
承知いたしました。
I still feel like it would have been better if we opened this right now, just to make sure that he's there. If he's not there, then we can just leave without searching it. Why is Sir Raymond hiding? Did Sir Raymond have lured Thomas with that letter and then killed him? That would be a rather bad situation. There might be many other enemies in this mansion as well. I should be careful. I can't trust the mansion staff either. Room? It's completely dark outside. Even the Bering Sea that can normally be seen from the dining hall is not visible. Is it chapter 3 now? No, still chapter 2. Yeah, each chapter is quite lengthy, so I'll probably just make this into like our chapters or our episodes. Our main dish is sauteed fish. Look at the amount of stuff that we're eating. This is garbage. What the fuck? Is this like one fish divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? 9 people? And then I guess 3 more people, including Vincent, Abby, and Sir Raymond. That's not enough. At least have like 3 fish or something. It's so small, these portion sizes. A bright sauce has been used to obscure the charring of the fish, perhaps to avoid any associations with the burned body. After what happened today, I doubt anyone will have an appetite for beef for the foreseeable future.
そういえば最近フロリダの方で大量のイルカが打ち上げられたそうですわね。
ほほう、そいつは初耳だな。
そうなの。ああ、そういえば昔イルカの触れ合い体験に参加したことを思い出したわ。
Huh. Nobody seems to be very interested in eating, even though the main dish has been served. They're all making small talk, just scraping their plates with their cutlery. I get occasional glances. Guess I know what everyone is thinking. If there's a killer and a loose in the mansion, they might be their next target. One of the many ways to kill someone is by poisoning them. Poisoning is the best way to kill someone in this situation. In which case, the detective would likely be taken care of first. In other words, everyone here is looking at me to see if I'm poisoned. That's why they only eat the same foods that I've also eaten. Jacob, who is an alcoholic, isn't drinking any wine. Neneko is looking at me like everyone else. Et tu, Neneko? Hey, you're my assistant. At least show some sympathy. In any case, if someone from the mansion staff were really planning to kill everyone, they wouldn't have been so subtle. There are better ways to kill us all. Poisoning everyone at our first meal, blowing up the guest room building, or hiring someone to mow us down with a machine gun. It's true, with a place like this, that would have been very easy to kill all of us. But if they only wanted to target specifically some of us, you know, it would still be plausible. But why, I don't know. That's why it is very mysterious how Thomas was murdered. Anyway, I should continue my meal. Otherwise, it will take them forever to finish eating. In for a penny, in for a pound, they say. I resign myself to my fate and eat a slice of fish. What? Ugh. What the hell? No, this is... Yeah, I know I'm just faking. I feel like I know Ikeda's true nature at this point. Delicious! Everyone stares at me with murderous gazes. Oh, don't be so angry. I'm just kidding. Anyway, now that I'm eating the fish without dropping dead, everyone else starts eating cautiously as well. Eventually, the gloomy dinner is finally over. Jeez, what a terribly depressing meal.
食べちゃったけど、本当に毒とか入ってなかったのかな。遅効性の毒とか、例えばディアンフォトキシンとか、アルファアマニチンとか。
I don't know what those are, Nineko, but yeah, maybe. If they really wanted to poison us, they would have done so already at lunch.
余計心配になるだろう。それ。
They haven't cleaned up the murder scene. Now, this whole place is charred.
これいつまでこのまんまなの？記録取ったなら綺麗にするだろ。普通。
I want to preserve the murder scene until the police come, so try to ignore it for now.
きつすぎる。
On closer inspection, the left side appears to be more badly burned. The table which the vase was on appears to be burned as well. The lights are also broken, and the wall is covered with charring marks. Yeah, the left side is a lot more destructive. Come on, look at this though. Clearly, there's something there. This probably like propels some sort of flamethrower or something that destroys everything. Maybe this side is more because it actually, you know, faces this side, the flamethrower thing. I'm certain that Thomas fell down around here. Fell down? Oh yeah, it is from the bottom up, so I guess he fell down here and then the fire was from down there and it... Why only this side though? Curious.
とりあえず今はそんなことはどうでもいい。
But yeah, clearly this place is suspicious. Like, why they make it so suspicious is... I don't know why. But it's very annoying.
一刻も早くこの場から去りたい。というか、去る！
Nanako runs away from the crime scene. Well, this is not her job anyway. Ah, well. I should go back to my room. It doesn't look like I'll get any rest while I'm on this island. It sounds like the weather is really rough outside. Surrounded by the raging sea without help from the mainland, I have to stay on this island for 4 days before the ship returns. I'm not so happy about that. This is our first day. Well, I guess I'll just have to do as much as I can. I take the automatic handgun hidden in the lower bottom of my suitcase. I originally wanted to bring one more, but did not want to risk having my cover blown. I mean, we are, living in Morica, so this is legal. I don't want to think about any situations where I will have to use this. Right. What now? In any case, I should get everyone's testimonies about Thomas's murder. It should give me a better understanding of the situation. However, as I recall, everyone was inside the dining hall when Thomas was murdered. Except for Abby, I think. No, I should not jump to conclusions. I can talk to Niniko about the situation in the dining hall. She should remember exactly what happened at that time. If anyone left even for a short while, then it would be an important clue. Maybe she was actually there, but not in the CG, nor when, Vincent was showing the phonograph. I thought I heard a noise at the door. Or was it just my imagination? I don't see anyone in the hallway, though. Jeez, I guess I'm just wound up. Wait a minute. No, I wasn't wrong. Wait in front of the mansion at 8 p.m. An unsigned note. This is pretty shady, to be honest. It's likely that this is a trap. But if it's not, I might learn some important information. Something that shouldn't see the light of day. Anyway, it's almost 8 o'clock. If I'm going, I'll have to leave the room now. What should I do? What the fuck? I thought I was gonna get a choice. After the choice, I was gonna save and then I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna have to leave it here for the next episode. Come on, you ruined me. You ruined it. Huh? A phone call? Hello? Jacob? I know this voice. Jacob, is that you?
あまりこの電話で長話はしたくない。誰に聞かれてるか分かったもんじゃないからな。メモを見たんだろ？あのメモの通り、指定の場所と時間に落ち合いたい。
For all we know, someone might have taken a look at Jacob and then swapped the memo, and then we might be meeting someone other than Jacob. And then Jacob's gonna die or something, and then we were gonna get framed. And what if we meet? You're not setting a trap for me, are you?
バナだと？バカを言うな。俺は昼間の件に関して少し話したいことがあるだけだ。この島に来た理由はともかくとして、皆の中で身元が確かなのはお前しかいない。信用できるのはお前だけってわけだ。
I see. So there's something you don't want others to know.
ともかく、これ以上この電話では話をしたくない。続きはメモの場所でする。話を聞く気があるのなら指定の時間に来い。1分でも遅れるようならこの話はなしだ。いいな。
After he says that, he hangs up on me. From the sounds of it, Jacob knows something about Thomas's death. This is pretty suspicious, but I really need more information about what happened. I guess I have no choice but to go there. But of course, I have to make a backup plan. I pick up the phone again and I call a number. I guess it's determined that we're gonna go to him. Jeez. I should have known she never picks up the phone. Hurry up already, I don't have a lot of time. I guess I'll call it an episode before we reach Thomas. I hear a zombie-like moan on the other end. Most people will not recognize this as a human voice. Nanako, I'm going to say something important, so listen carefully. Jacob asked me to meet him in front of the mansion because he has something important to talk about. He could be trying to lure me into a trap, though. I need you to lock your room. Do not open your door for anyone until I come back. Do you understand? No matter who it is, I'm not sure who can be trusted right now.
元から誰が来ても部屋の扉は開けないつもりだし。
What about if Aurora comes? She's just a kid.
いいけど、それは本当に罠だと思うから行かない方がいいと思う。
Right now, I really need some information. Jacob seems to have some important information he wants to share with me. Nanako, if I don't come back, then Jacob is likely to kill her. In that case, ask Real for help.
不安になること言うな。本当にやめた方がいいと思う。
Man, I don't really like the sounds that she makes. And what's the matter? Are you okay?
電話使うの久しぶりだから気持ち悪くなってきた。吐きそう。
That is. Anyway, hope you'll feel better. I have to go.
待って、置いていかないでくれ。ついていくのは嫌だけど、置いていかれるのも嫌というか、なんというか。
God, she's useless.
そもそもパートナーというのなら総合的な。
I don't really like Neneko, but I like where the story is going. Listening to Neneko's jabbering was taking much too long already, so I hung up on her. I do like Ikeda's reactions to Neneko though, because yeah, she is fucking annoying, dude. All right, time to go. I should go to the location mentioned in the note. Save my game. Save my game. Save my game. We're gonna do that at the next episode, alright? I'm gonna do it on the next episode. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Give this video a like if you guys like it. Sub if you guys haven't. Patreon and Subscribestar will be getting these episodes early access, but you guys will only be getting like a week early access since this one is ongoing on YouTube too, unlike all of the other playthroughs. At the moment, I'm currently doing Utaru Mono and Majikoi, and if you guys want to see those early access, you pledge on the Patreon and Subscribestar. Because otherwise, Majikoi won't be until probably November, and Utaru Mono is a Patreon and Subscribestar exclusive. It won't be reaching YouTube whatsoever. And I probably will not be doing like those first episodes. I'm too paranoid about having copyright strikes anymore, guys. And whenever I play Wataru Mono and having to look at DMM Games like logo boot up on the screen, I'm like, ah, fuck these guys. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next one. See ya.